It is a few minutes past 4 o'clock at Joytown Secondary School located in Thika, and Josephat Rogendo, a Form 2, cannot join his friends for sports since his muscles cannot allow him.
Muscular dystrophy is a group of medical conditions in which the muscles grow progressively weaker over a period until they completely fail and are no longer able to sustain the individual. And this will first start with the skeletal muscles for movement, the ones of the legs and the arms, and then it will proceed on to involve the muscles that help someone in breathing, and sometimes you may actually have muscles of the heart being involved in this process.
Born normally 16 years back, Josephat developed walking problems at the age of 4 years, and since then he has never walked again.
Me when masangu alidiscover, I was around 4 years. Then that 1 year alikuwa ananipeleka clinics. Nilikuwa natembea from nursery kufika class 3. Mguu ikaanza kuchange direction, so ikaanza kukanyanga on side. So hapo ndio sana nikaambiwa na daktari nifanywe operation Kijapi. Nikaenda nikafanywa operation. Sasa kurudi sikutembea tena. Nikakalia tu hapo.
Weakening of the muscles is a disorder that is passed on from the parents to the child, with males being the most affected.
The gene that creates this protein called dystrophy exists in the X chromosome. Now, the females have 2 X chromosomes, one X and another X. Normally, you'll find that someone has received only one X chromosome. If you, from someone who's affected, if you receive one X chromosome from the mother and one from the father, if the mother's X chromosome is defective, for a girl, the other X chromosome is fine, no problem. So they will not be able to develop muscular dystrophy. But a male child only has one X chromosome. So all their dystrophin will be abnormal because all of them are coming from the X chromosome. That is why you find MD being predominantly a male illness.
The disease reaches its peak at early teens, where the patient can barely do anything on themselves. It becomes catastrophic when the disorder attacks the muscles involved in breathing.
The reason why you do not find as many adults with this disease as you may is because it's fatal at a very early age. Unfortunately, most children with Duchenne's muscular dystrophy do not live beyond the age of 30 years, most. And some actually have rapidly progressive illness and leave this world a bit early.
Josephat is the only one in a family of 4 to have fallen victim to muscular dystrophy, and it still puzzles him why a cure has not been discovered for the disease that was first discovered back in 1836.
Sioni kikaa sana. Just as long as you are determined, unaweza fanya very fast. Unajua, sasa mtu anatia bidii before afike pale itamwezea. Naweza taka hii muscular dystrophy, as long as inakuwa kichiko kwa genetics. Hata iding mtu anaweza pata kiwa kana njua shingo yake vizuri, na mtu akishafika hapo sasa nikishaanza kuanalyze hizi vitu naweza stukia nishapata hiyo kiwa, na nikipata hiyo kiwa naweza kwa sawa.
Joytown Secondary has 8 students with this muscular disorder, and all of them are now bound to wheelchairs. Ashlyn Serena, 15 years old and also a Form 2 student, tells of her late brother, through whom she discovered that she has muscular dystrophy.
Sasa kwa familia yetu sijui kama kuna mtu alikuwa nayo, lakini sijasikia. Lakini mimi na brother yangu tulizaliwa kama muscular dystrophy. Mimi ni mkubwa kwake, yeye alikuwa mdogo. Alianza kwenda hospitali mbele yangu. Alianza kupelekwa clinic mbele yangu kwa sababu hawakuwa wamediscover kuwa pia mimi niko nayo. Sasa vile alidiscover kuwa ako nayo, wakaanza kumpeleka tu hospitali mapema. Na vile walimpeleka hospitali ni kama ikazidi kuwa worse. Akiwa age ya 4 years aliagakiwa kitu 13 hapo.
Although it has no cure, it can be managed through drugs that strengthen the muscles and in return prolong life.
It's not curable, the disease itself. There is no way to cure it. So far, there is one therapy that has been used, and this is the use of steroids in the treatment of the illness, and it has demonstrated some improvement in muscle power. But that improvement cannot be sustained for a very long time. And steroids, as you know, have a very significant negative effects, and that has become a problem.
Kama upande wa madawa, mimi ningependa tu kudiscourage kwa sababu hizo dawa unakunywa mpaka a certain point. Alafu sasa ukiacha kukunywa hizo dawa, unapata mwili wako unaanza kuwa weak zaidi. Kama vile sasa nilidiscover kuwa niko na muscular dystrophy, nilikuwa natumia dawa fulani, sikumbuki ilikuwa inaitwaje. Na sasa vile nilikuwa bit strong, hata nilikuwa na move. Lakini sasa wakati nilianza kutumia hiyo dawa, ni kama ikaanza wakati tu nilistop tu kiasi hivi kidogo, nikaona inaanza kunimaliza.
Only the second generation of children is affected when the father is with the genetic disorder, but doctors highly discourage this group of people from procreating.
Now, this abnormality can occur randomly, and very many things can make these alterations keep happening. So, in fact, over time, whereas you'd expect that you'll have fewer and fewer MD cases, the fact is you'll have more and more, because environmental factors keep resulting in mutations around this genetic area. Yeah, so we'll keep seeing a lot of these patients. In addition, it's not likely that anybody with any girl with MD is going to die a premature death because of MD. Only the males. But no, the males don't transmit MD as such unless they transmit it to a lady who becomes a carrier, and they don't live that long. But I can tell you that the number of carriers of MD who are females is quite large, and you'll always have this disease being persistent. And over the last couple of years, the incidence has remained the same, about 1 per 3,500 live births.
However, Ashlyn is not only determined to be a lawyer and environmentalist, but she has dreams of being an encouragement to her own children.
Sikuangi discouraged. Ninakuanga encouraged kwa sababu najua sio muscular dystrophy pekee inakuanga hivyo. Yaani hata kuna type moja ya disease. Sasa mimi najuanga tu ukifollow doctor's instruction venye umeambiwa unafanya, na uwe tu unakula vizuri, na believe utaka long life, kwa sababu kuna hata lady mwingine alisema ako na 3 children na hakuna mwenye ambaye ni muscular dystrophy. Yeye mwenyewe ni muscular dystrophy, lakini watoto wake wako sawa, watoto 3 wavulana. Na sasa mimi ningependa kuambia wenye wako discouraged, don't be discouraged, kwa sababu hii ni kama tu normal life. Unafaa tu kuunderstand na kuelewa, ukiaccept, life is simple.
Currently, Kenya has not invested much in research in comparison to other developed countries, but hope still rests within the hard work of researchers to see to it that a cure for muscular dystrophy is found.
We are not able to reverse the deformities that have happened, and it's not likely to happen soon, but over time we may see some change in how the disease is managed. It's a long-term prospect. It's not something that is going to happen in the next next few years, but definitely over time with gene therapy that is being used. In fact, right now they're using a technique of injecting normal muscle cells, something we call myoblasts, into the affected muscles. And we are seeing that now more and more normal muscles are appearing in people with MD. However, it's not going to happen for the current group of patients. It will happen for future patients with MD. And we'll definitely try to improve our care for MD patients. We'll definitely try to improve our diagnosis of MD patients. And with initiatives such as this, then people become aware and they can bring in their children earlier for this process.
But we usually encourage them that the short time that God has given to them, they make use of it. And they also play a part in humanity within that short time they have. And even possibly they can outlive the years, those which are expected for them to live if they exercise. What I have been having difficulties is breathing, is doing exercises to the lungs. I need something like called spirometer for us to monitor the capacity, the lung capacity of the students as they grow, whether we are reducing, at what rate the vital capacity is reducing.
For Josephat, Ashlyn and other similar individuals with a muscular weakening disease, each day is a blessing, keeping in mind that they are intellectuals who look forward to a better and healthy society. Henry Minor, GBS.